All right, 5 hottest apps that you need to know that your students are using. Again, we realize that technology is a moving target, but we believe that putting out a DVD before a school year helps alert us to what is there on the horizon or coming up on the horizon. So these are in no particular order, but these are the 5, we believe, the hottest apps that students are using right now. Number 1 is Snapchat. A lot of students are using Snapchat. You might say, what is Snapchat? Well, you can take a picture, and even now you can take a small video, and you can send it to someone. And the quote promises that once it's sent, you can decide how long they have it, anywhere from a couple seconds up to, I believe the timeout is 10 seconds. So once they view that, supposedly it will disappear. Well, you and I both know that nothing disappears, which is why, a lot of folks have thought that those developers of Snapchat have really just enhanced and helped the whole idea of sexting, because, well, we can take a picture of ourselves, send it over to my boyfriend, my girlfriend, it'll be gone, no harm, no foul, and yet Snapchat, people quickly find ways around to be able to keep those images or those videos that everyone is sharing. So that's the hot app that's out there. Another one that is, again, right now it's pretty current. Where it's going to go from here, we don't know, but Yik Yak is a very popular app that students are using. And you might say, well, what is it? How is this different from others? Well, users can send comments anonymously. And those who see the comments don't even have to have a Yik Yak account. They only have to be logged on. So the app then uses the location services to bring those comments to a user's feed from other users that are nearby. And so it can be especially vicious and hurtful since there's no real way to track the source, and it can be disseminated widely. Now, you might say, well, what could it be used for? Well, there's been many cases of Yik Yak being used for great purposes. There was, I recall a story of where a student, spring break let out, they went to the train station, missed the train, they had to go back to their dorm, all the dorms were locked, and so through Yik Yak, he said, hey, I'm out here in the yard, if anybody's close, can you come and open a door? And somebody was able to, through Yik Yak, to be able to come and open the door, even though he had no idea who was there, if there was anybody there. So it can be used beneficially, but you can also see how Yik Yak could be used detrimentally to hurt others, to purposefully embarrass them, or whatnot. That's a hot app right now. Another one, Whisper, is an app that is being used by students. I call it, not me, but I guess a lot of people call it the confessional app. And what that is, what Whisper is it allows users to superimpose comments over a photo. So they can share their thoughts about themselves or someone else over top of a photo and send out that information. So you can see easily how that can be used for bullying. I can take a picture of you at my phone at school, throw it up on Whisper, put a comment on that, and then send it out to all my contacts. I mean, how quickly this app has been used for helping the idea of bullying along can easily be seen. Number 4, an app that students are using, kind of a quiet one out there, but students use Feed. Feed, spelled P-H-E-E-D, and really Feed is more of where celebrity artists, musicians, actors, actresses will put their private content on there, and so they can put all their stuff, maybe even stuff that's not suitable for a G audience, and if your children are signed up or hooked up into an account of Feed, they can have access to all this information that these celebrities want to put out there, and for a small fee they can get some maybe atrocious stuff depending on what they're looking at through Feed. And then the last app that we believe is a hot one out there is Chirp. And Chirp is an app where you can, again, assume you're in a party, you're in a room, and everybody obviously has their device with them, and you take a picture, and you can press Chirp, and there will be a noise disseminating through your phone, and any phone that's within earshot of that sound, they will immediately get that picture or that video that you sent. So these are what students are using. This is the technology that is coming down the pike right now that students are using in their everyday life. And we would encourage you to have conversations with your children. Or if you are a student watching this, that you would have conversations with other students and say, hey, is this a good thing, bad thing? How are you using it? What maybe are we missing here? Because we need to make sure that as great as these pieces of technology are that come into our view, that we realize that there can be a dark side to it that can really be against what the original intent was for. And so hopefully this will help you understand what we believe are right now the 5 hottest apps that students are using.